Elite 64. Are you a part of that program? Do you support it? Do you like to rob young minds from high school soccer because you wanted to go to Florida and hang out with Mickey Mouse and all that stuff and have a great weekend on the youth soccer dime so you can go Florida with your family and cancel them from high school soccer? You might be one of those people. And we're going to have the club or high school debate. Should you play for do a college showcase in San Diego or in Florida or something and not do high school at all? But first, we have El Rojo with us. What's up, El Rojo? How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. And also is Jet, I got to switch cameras. So let's see. Jet. Oh, crud. All right.
The thing's in the way.
What's in the way? Well, I know, but I'm stuck on this thing too. I gotta undo this. Hopefully this lasts. Change battery. Oh no, he's gonna die. I gotta plug him in. It's a low budget show. All right, so Jet is with us, and he's sporting the. This is the best we can do. All right, so
it just died.
It died.
Yeah.
He's back. Go back.
He's back.
All right, so Jet's gonna. He's wearing his Messi jersey, supporting Messi all day as he won his first World Cup and only World Cup. Jet has a joke for us.
And I'm leaving. So.
And then he's gonna leave.
Make sure
the one joke wonder.
Have your voice on.
Yeah, he's in.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you call cheese that doesn't belong to you?
What do you call cheese that doesn't belong to you? Hold on, Jet. Comment. Do you know the answer to this joke? Anyone out there? Comment. Tell the pun or say it again. What is it?
Nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese. Oh, not your cheese. Got it. All right, and that's Jet.
The end of me.
All right, Jet is gone. He's going to shut the door all the way this go around. See ya. And that was Jet.
And he said we should always have like a joke. Like Jet joke.
A Jet joke? Oh, yeah, I think so.
Podcast.
I think we should. So I'm getting ready for our 11th annual parents versus kids soccer game. We do it every Christmas. You can see us on YouTube. We have, I think, like 8 of them posted on YouTube in fast motion. We play up to 10. And I guess we're sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Holy cow. All right. Well, I don't even know what we're talking about. Oh, yeah. It's year 11 playing. So tell me, Jack, what's the record right now?
It's you guys are.
We have 8 wins.
Yeah, we have 2.
And you have 2.
Yeah.
And you won the last 2 titles. I don't think that's going to happen again.
Yeah, we'll see.
Comment, let us know. Do you think the parents are going to win this Christmas? Mother and father versus 4 children. Cody's coming back. She's been rock climbing, but she hasn't been playing enough soccer, so I think we'll have an advantage there. My wife has learned the art of the toe poke, so that'll help. And very excited about it. And show them the backyard. I got a couple of pictures of our backyard. All right, so there I just spray painted our field. I got a little foot tennis thing going, and then I also show the other picture. This is I built those what is that, cornhole but soccer version? You kick balls into them. I built that. Proud of me. That was during COVID when we couldn't do anything. Still feels kind of like that right now, but we are going to move on. Jack, what do you think about the World Cup?
I think it was the best one.
Best one ever?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, comment. Let us know what your thoughts of the World Cup. Let us know. And that flipping Megan. Megan's always coming on my show. Get off, Megan. It's not. I'm going to smash her. Smashing Megan Rapinoe every show, every Sunday. Come out, support us, like this podcast, share this podcast to all those that are friends of Megan Rapinoe. If you support Megan Rapinoe, we support Megan Rapinoe. We bring her on every show, giving her free marketing in this huge podcast we run. My audio sounds goofy. I don't like it.
I think it's fine.
So last week we had Test it. No, it's not fine. I think I wasn't even on it right. I can't even tell. There, that's better. Megan Rapinoe, she's always trying to look for, support. Look at us. We won 2 World Cups in a row. Look at us. France almost did it and they didn't. Well, yeah, I get it. But there's a little thing called freedom, Megan Rapinoe, freedom around the world where women have rights. Well, they have more rights than America. That's why we do so well, because we can actually have all the athletes. It's not like that everywhere else. You're not going to get a Moroccan women's national team to step it up like the men's side because of freedom. We have freedom, so be grateful. And always, hand across heart, be grateful for where we live in America, where we have freedom, lots of freedom, a lot of women's rights, ability to play soccer. That's why we do well. So a lot of PKs in this World Cup and very stressful. Messi had to take two PKs today, and Mbappe three PKs, and they made all of them.
Yeah.
And it was very stressful, but not as stressful as this PK. What a shot. Very good, very good. Now, Jack, I can't. Your red hair, man. I can't see anything. There you go. So that was the longest recorded penalty kick ever taken, and so there's no time frame. You just do that. Do you have the guts to do that? I'm going to encourage those I coach at Millennium High School. Please take your time on the PK. See what they do. Let's get AIA to change the rules and say, you know what, you cannot do that. Change the rules. Like when they change the score line, you only can score 8 after 60 minutes. It's over if you have an advantage of 8. Do you hear that, Jack?
Yeah.
Is that like a faucet or something?
Sound like it, yeah.
Dude, we have issues here. Thin walls at the Cameron household. But yeah, so Messi, best player ever, Jack? What do you think?
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure. But there's this amazing video about Pele did it first on TikTok. I don't know if you guys see it. It's gone viral, but show Pele did it first.
Everything your favorite player did, Pele did it first. Let's start. Ronaldo, the chop, Pele did it first. Cruyff turn, Pele did it first. And then, of course, Zinedine Zidane, Pele did it first. Iniesta's dribbles, Pele did it first. Different kinds of skills, Pele did it first. These are things that if you don't watch and if you don't analyze and if you don't see, you might think that the modern player started it first. Or Pele did it first. Same thing with Maradona. Look at this skill by Zinedine Zidane here. Pele did it first. Pele did it first. Even the bicycle kick by Ronaldo, Pele did it first. This by Messi, Pele did it first. And it's so incredible to really watch and analyze the beautiful game through the lenses of the people that came before us, the people that put on a show, that carried football on their backs literally, so that the modern guys can actually play in this glorified and level-headed world where players are respected and paid what they're supposed to be paid. Pele did it first. Most of the skills, Pele did it first. Most of the run-ins, Pele did it first. The free kicks, even to free kicks, look at this. Even to technique, Messi uses his left foot. Pele also used his left foot, curled it to the corner. Even to this Roberto Carlos style of shot, Pele did it first. Even to this particular goal right here. Look at this. The same thing. Pele did it first. To the bicycle kick, Pele did it first. it's amazing when you study players like this and you understand why the old guys think that he's the greatest.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Pele did do it first, and to have footage. I haven't seen any of that footage until TikTok. I can't imagine growing up not being able to see games like you can see today, to see other athletes do things and be able to learn so much faster because of technology. That's ridiculous. So, Pele, Maradona, I cannot believe how good they are, especially Maradona. I mean, the real debate to me is Maradona versus Pele, and Messi's a distant third for me. But just because of the technology, it's crazy. And they didn't have the science of HGH and growth hormone at 7 years old to help Messi grow taller and stuff. They didn't have any of that. Love Messi, best player in the world now, but Pele and Maradona, different level. I remember when I learned how to do a one-footed rainbow. Someone told me that their brother could do a one-footed rainbow. So there's one kid I was coaching, and he had a brother that played a high level in Washington, D.C. He said, hey, my brother can do a one-footed rainbow. I'm like, what? I only heard of it. And it took me like a year and a half to figure it out. But if I saw step-by-step on YouTube, like my one-footed rainbows that are being taught on YouTube, yeah, I would have learned it quick. It wouldn't have took me a year and a half. I would have learned it much quicker. I only heard it could be done. Yeah, I couldn't imagine back in the day trying to learn all that. But we have to move on. But do you feel a little bit for Ronaldo? The whole who's the best player in the world right now? Ronaldo, Messi, who's the best ever? Who's a true GOAT? Let's put Maradona and Pele to the side. I kind of feel for Ronaldo because Messi just captured it. It's affected Ronaldo so much. It's affected his supporters. Yep. That's too bad. Moving on, news from Bazinga.com. Empire Surf joins the surf soccer family. Launching immediately, 2 successful youth soccer clubs will join forces to become Empire Surf Soccer Club, bringing elite programming and expanding the opportunity to Temecula Valley. In the word of youth sports, a surf brand and a renowned for professionalism, elite event management, high quality coaching, and most importantly, a deep commitment to player development, resulting in hundreds of all-American athletes and thousands of scholarships. Our mission is to create experiences and opportunities for kids, and we're excited to announce the next step towards achieving the goal in Southern California. What? Now, for my many listeners around the world, I live in Phoenix, Arizona. Actually, Avenel, Arizona, a suburb of Phoenix. And we have a surf soccer club right here. We don't have a surf. We have the desert. We have cactus. But we have a surf soccer club. And guess what? It's the same crap that it was before. It was AZFC before. It's the same crap. It's the same people. Oh, don't worry. They called them the surf. Why do they do these things? And this is kind of the nature where this podcast is going when we get to the Elite 64, the big scam there to get kids not to be able to play high school soccer, which we'll be bringing up shortly. It's a scam. They do it because they need to reinvent themselves all the time, because if they say the same, they'll figure them out. So they create a mask. Okay, yeah, we're not AZFC. We didn't abuse children. We didn't have a pedophile hired and all that stuff. Not saying they did, but I'm just saying, they just hide all that. Oh, we're surf now. The same people. It's equivalent to the KKK. You're like, Coach Cameron, KKK, what are you talking about? They put a sheet over their head to hide who they really are. Take the sheet off. You know who they are? You just look at their players. That's it. Now, why is Surf doing it? Why? Because they need money. It's a big money grab. So if it wasn't, Surf wouldn't be producing players like that. Here's the elite of the elite surf players. All the All-Americans that moved on. This is what they teach. This is what they look like. And that's the soccer I see. So, those are all surf girls. I don't know, but that's what it looks like. Jack and I were at Surf Cup, and that's what I saw. You can blame the fields all you want, but, when you kick the ball, it hits you in the face, back into the goal, that's not yours. It's a problem. The thing is, like, don't get all butthurt. I'm par serve. I don't care if you're par serve. It doesn't matter. If you're good, your players will be good. The thing I say all the time, and I'll get to a couple questions right now because we have a bunch right now. And Jack, have you been putting the comments up as the show goes? Okay, always do that, and then we'll answer some of them. So there was a coach, which his name will remain. Should I say it? No, I'm not going to say it. He coaches at CCV. How's that? He was coaching. He had tryouts, and after he posts on Facebook, after 4 years coaching this girl, I had the displeasure of cutting her because she didn't make the cut. She wasn't good enough. And I was like, what are you talking about? She paid thousands of dollars for your expertise to develop her to the next level. And you cut her. That's on you. That's on you. You failed her. Where's your development coach? It's a coach's fault. And that's why I coach high school and I see this club girls once a year. Has their technique got better, or is it the same? Or has it gotten worse? A huge percentage, maintain the same level or get worse. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but that's what I see. Should I be dishonest and lie? No, it is. All right, question?
Yeah, Mike Major said, do you like the mercy rule they implemented?
Absolutely not. I hate it. Now, listen, it's more of a coaching problem. Like, when we scored a lot of goals at Millennium, but we score goals that weren't like just go through people and just destroy them physically and mentally and all that stuff. Sometimes it just happens by the nature of the game, but not the physical side. But to take that away and shrink these games to 60 minutes because you accidentally scored 8 is ridiculous. Because you're punishing everybody. And I get, there's some coaches that just run up the score and they don't teach anything. But for me, I'm teaching, I'm rotating, I'm giving JV kids the opportunity to play. I'm doing all those things. And we're being punished because our program is organized in such a way we play soccer that not only develops everybody, but we play in such a way that sometimes we're doing really well and we're getting punished with minimum time. I don't like it at all. We went from 90 minutes to 80 to 60, whatever. So now maybe we can schedule better competition, but you can't do that all the time. You are in a region where you're at. So I don't know. It's more of a coaching, creating rules to change coaching. Different problem. This is what I hope this show can help with, is calling out the garbage that we see on the sideline and the coaches that don't do what's best for the game, which is a lot. Education through abuse from this podcast is the way to go. So, and when mother posted that she thinks you guys are going to win.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Why?
I don't know.
Whatever. I'm drinking water. I'm drinking water all this week so I can survive that game, and we will win. Any other questions that I should address now?
No.
All right, good. Okay, from the NPR, what's being done to stop adults' misbehavior at youth soccer games? And I kind of covered this last show, but I didn't like the sound quality and everything, so I'm going to cover it real briefly, real quick. Coaches and parents berate the refs and yell at their kids and at each other. Physical assaults have broken out. Adults' sideline behavior at youth sports events has gotten so bad, there's a national referee shortage. Not to mention it's taken the fun out of the game. Why would you want to officiate? That's why. That's why you want to officiate, because you're hoping when you do get hit, that guy has lots of money. You can sue him for everything he has. Reading on. Let's not call the adults okay. This is Brian Barlow. He gives advice. A longtime collegiate soccer referee, an adult is responsible. An adult understand that it's no longer their moment. It's their child's moment. I don't even know. I don't even know what's in the parents' heads that they have to go nuts to the point where they're going to attack a referee, whether it's social media or posting on Twitter or whatever, or physical assault. Physical assault. I actually had Brian Barlow, who just appeared, I think, on an HBO series, Brian Gumbel on sports. I also had a podcast with Brian Barlow, and I'll put the link in the description after the show if it's not already on there. According to the National Federation of High School Associations, some 50,000 high school officials, about 20% quit in 2018 to 2021. I wouldn't ref. I don't want to be attacked like this guy. Now, I have a problem with officials we currently have in high school. A lot of officials we have are seasonal, and I have no idea what a foul is anymore. That's what it feels like. I don't know what a foul is anymore. And these officials, it's getting nuts. And what's even worse, our last game, and even on Jack's game, the better official is now doing the JV games, and then the weakest official is doing the varsity game. Comment, let me know, is that happening in East Valley or just in the West Valley? And who's the signer in the West Valley? Probably should look him or her up and file a complaint. What's your problem? Do better. I don't know. But I don't blame no one wanting to officiate. It is not a fun job. AIA makes it difficult by insinuating crazy rules like taunting, which is a straight ejection. AIA, you must be doing better with officials. If soccer officials, the soccer officials that never played, and officials that don't understand how to manage a game because they didn't play, they don't have, they're a seasonal referee, they're not current on what's going on in the game, and they don't understand what a cleats up tackle is. Now, I'm not expecting too many things to happen with changes with AIA because they really don't care about soccer. I truly believe they don't care. They're overwhelmed with whatever they're doing, basketball, football, we're gonna play in these stadiums and all that. Soccer, whoop, let's put them at some high school field and make sure the field is facing the sun, and find a football field like Coronado High School where the field runs east-west. So you're guaranteed to look at the sunset. That's what AIA does. But we're going to have a skyrocketing injury plague that's going to hit all these high school teams because it's out of control. Players are getting murdered. Now, I saw a player. This player jumped up for a ball. The defender came around and jumped up and elbows him into his temple, knocks him out to the point where as he was falling, he was completely knocked out. His arms were up like that. It was like a scary scene. And no card until after the referee realized this kid might be dead. And then he gives him a yellow. And it was a complete elbow to the temple. Just totally took him out. But these referees, they're just thrown into it and they don't know. And kids are getting cleated up. There's a reason it's a straight red for cleats up tackles, but these referees don't know. It's too fast for them. They don't know. It's kind of like when you're trying to understand something in a conversation that you have no background in. If you don't have like a background in certain historical pieces of a conversation, you're not going to be able to understand what's going on. It's kind of like game. If you never played it, you don't watch it, and you're a seasonal thing, you're just doing it for the money, and you decided to do it because there's a shortage. Injuries are going to happen because they don't know what's going on, and these kids aren't stupid. They're going to take advantage of it. But you know who is stupid? These coaches that allow it, that kind of behavior. That's a problem. And you high school coaches out there, if you have these crazies, and I see them all the time, where you have, a very athletic psychopath that's going to be running through kids and hurting them whatever they can because they're getting beat or whatever it might be the case, and you don't do anything about it, you're complicit. You're complicit in this whole situation. Protect the student athlete. Protect everybody. These officials can't do the job. So coaches out there, you have to step up and help because it's becoming so dangerous. This is what high school soccer is now looking like.
Houdt hem even aan de voet, heeft natuurlijk ook geen haast. En een lelijk onderuit getrapt door Simonis.
That's what it looks like. Comment, let us know. Is that what you see? Out of control, whatever. I don't even know what a foul is anymore. It is a problem. But the biggest problem, it's the coaches. Coaches, your job is to protect. We have bad officials out there. They don't know what's going on. Help them in the process by not trying to create a situation where the refs are just emotionally checked out because of confusion and all that, because they're going to hear it from the parents. Educate your parents and say, calm down. These officials don't know what they're doing. It's okay. Just kind of like the FIFA World Cup. There's a lot of weird stuff happening there. I think money was involved in that one, but it is what it is. But coaches, call whoever you're competing with, those you have to do a better job. It cannot be win at all costs. It needs to be protect the kids at all costs. We can't be in a situation where it becomes violent, and it's going to be violent. I predict this is going to be the most violent winter high school season ever. As far as injuries, concussions, all it's going to be way through the roof because the officials are very bad and the coaches don't care. As a whole, they don't care. They care about winning. They got to win. They got to feel the emotion and all the adrenaline and all that stuff. Check yourself. Look in the mirror. Why are we here? Why are we here? It is what it is. Play the game, have a little integrity, and allow the process to happen and protect the kids. And if a kid gets out of hand, remove them from the flipping field. Because the refs are not going to do it. They're not going to give a red card. I don't even know what they're going to do. Actually, they might, and it'll be random, but I don't know. But let's get on with the show and talk about the big problem with Elite 64. In this tournament that happened, Elite 64 in Florida, which cancels players from being eligible. You need to check your roster because a lot of these kids just won't tell the truth. And they're being advised by their club coaches not to say anything. You better double check your rosters because all this stuff on USYS Elite 64, it's posted online. There's video and all that stuff. We had to watch video of certain athletes to make sure they didn't put our program at risk, and they still deny that they played. This Elite 64 scam, it's a problem. So I'm going to show you this video promoting the Elite 64. Make sure you have like a barf bag because it's so disgusting watching it. Just have a barf bag nearby. What the flip? Jet's running all over the place. So we're going to show you the video, and it's a tearjerker, but you got to watch it. It's going to make you sick. USYS National League. Now enhanced with a new elite competition. Wait for it. Wait for it. 8 groups. National finals. Oh my word. In Florida. Elite 64. Oh my gosh. Did you feel the chills? Did you feel it? Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I feel so good right now. My son, my daughter plays in Elite 64. Did you see that video? Criminal. That's criminal. It's so criminal that they put that bull crap on there. They've created this whole spectacle. If you play here, look, you might get drafted in the MLS or the women's professional league. You're going to make the national team. Look at these tackles and stuff. It's amazing. This is where it's all about. Let's add some music. Look at the past. Look at the future. Are you kidding me? This is such crap. And if you're a coach that showed this video and you emailed it to your parents, look, this is what we're going to play in. Come support us. Don't do a high school. Play in one tournament with us and let me train your sons and daughters so I can keep collecting monthly fees to do those things. It's disgusting. It's such a travesty that this crap goes on. It's always a gimmick. It's always something new. It's always a new name. It's going to be DA. It's going to be MLS Next. It's going to be ECNL. It's going to be ECL Pro. It's going to be the USL Pro League. It's going to be it's going to be regional league. It's going to be national league. It's going to be Elite 64. It's going to be the women's whatever. And there's people in a dark room right now going through, all right, what's the next scam? I kid you not. That's what they're doing. That's what I did it. I know how it works. You have to. I did it. I get it. But at least when I was doing it, I was at least training kids to be flipping better. But I get it. I know what's going on. Everyone has to feed their families. If they don't create a gimmick, how are they going to take your monthly fees through the holiday season? And if they want you bad enough to say, hey, we have a tournament that's coming up December 8th. Yes, high school season starts at this time. You'll be ineligible, but it's a college showcase. Well, let me double check. Let's check with the AIA. Can we do this? It's a college showcase. Does it count as one of the 3 tryouts we do or ODP? And they come back and say no. Okay, we'll just go, don't tell anybody. They'll never know. Just don't admit fault. They have video of it. It's AIA. AIA is nuts. It doesn't take much for them to end teams. It's happened every year. 2, 3 programs that were like entering state, they'll cancel, gone. It happens all the time. Oh, there's one kid that played with, they have a church they go to, and they were just doing pickup, no referee, in church clothes, just doing pickup after church with their congregation. Gone, forfeit the whole team. It's nuts. And you're going to try to pull this off? It's insanity. And if you are a coach, if you are a parent, or if you are part of the problem of, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to keep it a secret and not tell and try to crucify an entire team and ruin seniors' year, do something like that, you're disgusting. You are the problem. That's pay to play. Hey, stay with me. Help me fly me and my family to Florida so, I can have it paid for it. I can have a family trip so we can get our butt kicked in Florida and play in some rec tournament because of a video. Oh, look, you're going to go pro. You're going to get drafted because you played in Florida. Are you kidding me? Here is the problem. Here's the problem. This is what we have. We have nothing but dishonesty. If we were able to tell the truth, it would be such a better place. If only parents heard the truth about their sons and daughters, it would sound like this. Before you put the video in, Jack, you have to understand, we need more honesty. And I get we have to be nice because people are, stress and anxiety and all that stuff and depression and stuff. I get it. But eventually we have to be honest. But what we need to happen is this.
It's never the kid's fault for lack of talent. It's the coach. You ever get this family? They're going to complain to the coach. They come up to the coach. Coach, want to come here? Yeah. Hi, we're the Gibsons. Just wondering why my child Tyler's not participating in the game with the rest of the kids. 'Cause he stinks.
Because he stinks. It is a problem. We need more honesty in them, and these parents. It's a whole cultural thing in America. We have a big problem. We have coaches are a problem. The organizations are the problem, and it's the parents because they need to fill some Instagram post or whatever. They just need some grasp of like identity through their children. Like they're gonna make it. They're gonna get a Division I scholarship. So on Saturday night, I can tell my friends, look, my son, my daughter, I'm paying all this money, but she's elite. She's part of the Elite 64. There's only 8 clubs or 8 regions or whatever they're doing. We got to stop lying to ourselves. We have to let kids be kids. But if you truly, truly wanted your kids to be better and you wanted your kids to elevate, stop depending on a program, stop depending on a coach, and look yourself in the flipping eyeballs in the mirror and say, where's the effort? Where's the work rate? Where's the repetition? I just told a group I was coaching, and I'm like, practice makes what? And they're like, permanent. And no, it does not. It doesn't. Practice doesn't make perfect or permanent. Does not. All it does is makes you maybe a little bit better, and you have to do it over and over and over again. I'm so frustrated watching kids never work on basic technique of passing and receiving, simple feint and move, a way to finish in different varieties, and just all these things, defending in such a way, and really taking those skills. And there's so many to go through, but just stick with the simple process of passing and trapping. If you're not working on that skill set every day, you're not going to progress to the next level. But these kids don't. You know why? Because we create this whole illusion of, oh, we need to be here. I got to wear this color, or I got to wear Nike, and I got to be part of that club because they have a name, and my coach has an accent and everything, and all these things. Versus, you need to work on your technique every day, because guess what? The clubs aren't going to show you. And guess what? Children watching the show, don't listen to the advice of these coaches or parents unless they're telling you, go get the reps. Be like Kobe Bryant. Get Kobe Bryant math. Just outwork your opponent. You can't depend. Oh, I practice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And the gas it costs me and my family is in the thousands. But I do that nonstop. 6 hours a week of training. And sometimes I play 2 hours on the weekend, 8 hours a week. How about train before school, after school, before practice, after practice? Get the repetition, because practice does not make permanent. That's the craziness that we think, oh, I already know I pass and trap. No, you don't. No, you don't. You have to do it over and over again until it becomes something different. Find a wall, hit it over and over again. You don't have to go to Florida to flip and play. Jack, questions?
Not really.
Okay, good. So I was going to out this coach. He's a friend of mine on Facebook about what he did. This coach lied to the parents, the kids. He had them lie to the high school coaches. I'm not going to out him, but you know who you are, and hopefully you're watching the show. And you need to look yourself in the mirror, apologize to all those families and those kids, and potentially some high schools that you put at risk of forfeiting their season. I'm not going to say the name, but he exists, and it's discussing what they did. And I don't know what kind of world we're living in. We're doing that because you put so much money into a trip to Florida and you don't want to waste it because my wife will get upset or whatever it might be. But now the amount of lies that are being spread and just having children perpetuate your lie and convince themselves that they're not lying. It's gross. It's not worth any amount of money. None. So should you play club during high school season and not play high school season? Sure, go ahead. Do whatever you want. Do you. but don't lie about it. But to rob kids the opportunity to represent their school, the opportunity to gain leadership qualities, to be able to work with others, to play in front of a crowd that's different than the club crowd you get. Just something different. They need a break from club and the monotony of club. Club has enough. Club would always fight with AIA in Arizona to do all year round, to do both or whatever. And I'm glad. Initially, I wasn't glad that you couldn't do both, but I'm glad it's that way because the kids need a break from club. And the only reason club wants to go 12 months, it's not because, they're going to get ruined at high school. Not saying they won't, but they want to do that so they can keep getting monthly fees. I know this. When I did club for money, those 3 months were devastating. I get it. But, they need a break. They need a break. And it's not good. So, club or high school, I choose high school, and hopefully your coach is not someone that's going to do what I see a lot of, which is be violent. Let the kids be violent, which is a problem because the officials aren't going to do anything about it. The coaches need to step up as adults and fix it. Questions?
Yeah, we got one. Someone asked, what are your thoughts on PSG Phoenix?
I don't know. I don't know enough about PSG Phoenix. It's just another scam, but I rate coaches. There's good coaches at PSG, I'm sure. There's good coaches in every club. It's just as a whole, it's not. As a state association, as a national organization, we don't have it down right. It's all about winning. And Phoenix PSG, they have to uphold a certain standard because I think they're under probation or something, that if they don't meet certain standards, they lose their name or whatever. So when they lose their name, what are they going to be next? Comment, let us know, what is the next name PSG is going to be? Yeah. It's kind of, they're going to, if they lose their name, they'll come with another name. They're not going to say Far West because Far West only lasted so long. And then they became or first they were AYSO, like All Stars, and then they became Far West. And then they became, what was PSG called before? West Valley.
Yeah.
And then now PSG. And they'll change again. They'll keep changing. It always changes because you need another gimmick. So people can subscribe to something else. Kind of like AZFC became Surf. So whatever.
We got another question too.
Yeah.
By the way. All right. Michael asked, what do you suggest your high school players do when the high school season is over?
Oh, find a wall and work on your technique. So, and I'm actually working on doing a series of videos, how to just train in your backyard. Show them our backyard, Jack. So I on my YouTube channel, I have videos of me training. So if you want to see full sessions in my backyard, I have them on YouTube free. Go check them out. And I'm willing to make part of the show. Like I'll show you, and maybe we start doing that in the new year. And comment, let us know if you would like that we do a educational portion where I show you what my preference is on how to receive the ball and how to play the ball, and how you can develop technique that'll last you for a lifetime, and you can develop. And that's the thing with what I teach typically is the technical stuff, and I focus on individual technique. The tactics, yeah, I do it, but my number one's individual technique because tactics mean nothing if kids can't handle the ball under pressure. But comment, let us know. Would you like us to do like a 5-minute portion every show showing you in our backyard of just basic technical things that we should be asking our kids should do at home? Because ultimately, I'm trying to revamp our show. I want to be more positive and be more educational, where we're like, okay, you cried enough and about everything, and you need to teach a little bit. What are you talking about? Like, kind of thing. So yeah, revamp the hammers. So yeah, hammers never again. I'm never doing club again. I mean, I do state 48 because I coached my son because they were short coaches, so I stepped in, and worst experience of my life. It's a lot of flipping work, man. It's just too much. I get why you need to pay coaches because it's too much. Parents text. I had a parent text me like 3 times during the World Cup final today. I'm like, what? Why are you texting me? Aren't you watching the game? And I turned my phone off. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, yeah, we have a problem. But yeah, that was an issue. But what else? Anything else before the show comes to complete end?
Aaron asked, what do you think of putting my 7-year-old daughter in a boys division?
Oh, brilliant. Do it. If you can have your daughter play with boys as long as humanly possible, that would be huge. That'd be huge on their development. A lot of the best players in the world were developed by boys, playing against boys. They're just a repeat mode. Phoenix College just won on the women's side the national championship. 7 of them I remember because I recruited them to play on Ryan's team, all Hispanic girls. We went to the Hispanic leagues and recruited all these girls to play with my daughter's team because we didn't have enough girls. And we found them all in the Hispanic leagues playing with boys. And they're amazing. They maintained that till like 14. These girls are studs, and they proved it by winning the national title. It's amazing. And a girl that's 4'11" was the MVP of the national tournament. Hispanic stud. But playing with boys. Yeah, it's helpful. It's very helpful. All right. I think the show. And so next Sunday, we won't be on it. It is Christmas, but we will be taping and posting on Sunday night. It won't be live of our Christmas game. Well, the parents win or the children for year 11. And make sure you don't forget, like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Keep us going. Give us a reason to keep reinventing ourselves like they do in soccer clubs throughout the country. That's what we'd like to do. All right. Well, seeing that there's no more, email me at coachcameronpodcast@gmail.com. If there's specific topics you want us to cover, we will cover it. It's about you. It's about the more you guys comment and give us content, we'll cover that content the best of our ability, and we will definitely improve our show. We are entering into a new year, 2023. We're hopeful that we'll be more educational based versus let's rip on everybody base, which is not a great thing to do. I'd rather be happy and positive in this new year. For 2023 could be very, very interesting, says Nostradamus. You can Google that. Pretty scary stuff. All right. You can find us on iHeartRadio, Google Play, or wherever else podcasts are found. Spotify, we're video and audio, just like Joe Rogan on Spotify. Find us everywhere, or go to coachcameron.com, where I never update, but it's a website that's still there. Thinking about selling my name. You want coachcameron.com? Let me know. You can buy it because I don't use it. Anyways, we're out. Peace. Thanks.